Come on, let's get a medic. Let's go.
Cody Rhodes was supposed to make a grand entrance that night, but things instantly took a turn, changing the entire mood in the arena. As the show got underway at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, the audience was buzzing, expecting some kind of fireworks between the rival teams gearing up for War Games. The Vision was already in the ring, energy high, as Paul Heyman grabbed the mic first. His words charged the air, hyping up the War Games match set for Survivor Series. Names like Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul were thrown out, each one promising destruction inside the cage double ring. The Vision looked confident, and the crowd was ready for a showdown. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, entered next, not backing down even though everyone knew they were outnumbered. Tension was mounting. Then Cody Rhodes' music hit, and fans erupted in cheers. But confusion spread as the chant didn't appear. Instead, cameras quickly cut to the parking lot, where the sight was shocking. Cody Rhodes, WWE Champion, lay slumped on his own tour bus, blood streaming from a fresh gash on his head. Standing over him was Drew McIntyre, who had been suspended but clearly wasn't staying away. Drew had ambushed Cody, leaving him needing urgent medical attention. McIntyre coolly walked away, taunting, "See you at War Games," before disappearing into the night, leaving chaos behind. People rushed to Cody's side, and the show went to commercial, suspending everyone in uncertainty. When SmackDown returned, Cody was still being tended by staff, his face bloodied, the American Nightmare status for War Games suddenly in question. The whole arena buzzed with concern and speculation, wondering how this would affect the babyface team's chances. After all, the War Games match was looming, and Cody was supposed to lead his team, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jimmy USO, and Jey USO, against the formidable Vision lineup of Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, plus Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar. With the captain of the team possibly compromised, the stakes had never felt higher. The attack reverberated to the locker room. With whispers and side glances, everyone realizing that Survivor Series might look very different than anyone had imagined. Even without an official word on Cody's status, the tension was tangible, and every fan was glued to updates, hoping for good news. Subscribe for more up-to-the-minute WWE updates. But the night wasn't over for Cody Rhodes. Despite the brutal assault, about an hour later, something unexpected happened. In a twist no one saw coming, Cody managed to stagger back into the arena, defying expectations and showing the toughness that had made him a champion. He made his way into the ring, interrupting a crucial moment in the last time is now tournament. Bronson Reed was on the verge of advancing, but Cody's interference cost Reed a shot. The crowd roared, shocked and relieved to see Cody upright, even if he was clearly hurting. It was a moment that proved just how much the War Games meant to him. He wouldn't let an attack, no matter how vicious, keep him out of the fight. His eyes burned with determination, and though his injury was obvious, his presence sent a clear message to his teammates and rivals alike. He wasn't backing down. There was uncertainty, though, about just how fit Cody would be when the time came to step inside that unforgiving double ring. War Games is a brutal match, demanding everything from its participants, and now Cody was walking in with a target on his back and a wound that might not heal in time. Still, he refused to show weakness, and the fans rallied behind him, chanting his name, their faith unbroken. Backstage, the mood was electric. The Vision was emboldened by Drew's actions, knowing they might have weakened the very heart of their opposition. Seth Rollins smirked in interviews. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed exchanged knowing glances, and Logan Paul was quick to post on social media, taunting Cody and his team. The Usos, meanwhile, huddled with Roman Reigns and CM Punk, strategizing and looking for ways to compensate if Cody couldn't go 100%. Roman, always a stoic leader, promised to pick up any slack, and CM Punk's intensity was palpable. Everyone knew that if Cody was even slightly off his game, the balance could tip dramatically in favor of the Vision. The WWE Universe, always opinionated, flooded social media with theories and predictions. Some claimed Cody was just playing mind games, that he would walk into War Games stronger than ever, while others worried that Drew McIntyre's ambush was a game changer. Fans debated strategies, potential replacements, and whether the babyface team's morale could survive such a blow. Even sports analysts weighed in, dissecting every moment of the attack and speculating on what it would mean for Survivor Series. The conversation was relentless, and every new development was scrutinized. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre, unrepentant, continued to stoke the flames. He appeared in a backstage segment, grinning, unapologetic about what he'd done. Cody Rhodes thought he was untouchable. Not anymore. War Games is going to be a bloodbath, he promised. His confidence was infectious, and his teammates rallied around him, their unity strengthened by the chaos he'd caused. Bronson Reed, still smarting from his lost opportunity in the tournament, vowed revenge, while Seth Rollins looked more determined than ever. On the babyface side, the mood was more somber but equally resolute. Jimmy and Jey Uso, brothers through thick and thin, promised to have Cody's back no matter what. Roman Reigns issued a short, powerful statement. "We don't break. We fight." CM Punk, never one to mince words, added his own promise. "War Games is about survival. We're walking out winners. Period." Cody, despite his injury, kept a brave face. He refused to give interviews, focusing on recovery and strategy, but his silence spoke volumes. The anticipation for Survivor Series reached a boiling point as the days ticked by. WWE released footage of Cody training, bandaged but relentless, pushing himself to the limit. His resolve inspired countless fans, who began sharing their own stories of resilience online, drawing strength from their hero's determination. As Survivor Series approached, every promo, every backstage segment, and every tweet became a piece of the puzzle. The rivalries grew sharper, the insults more personal, and the stakes higher. The Vision taunted the babyfaces at every opportunity, promising to end Cody's reign and break his spirit. The babyfaces, in turn, promised to fight harder than ever, united by Cody's courage. Tensions finally erupted at the last SmackDown before Survivor Series. The two teams came face-to-face in a chaotic brawl, security struggling to keep them apart. Cody, still bandaged but unbowed, threw himself into fight, refusing to be sidelined. The crowd's energy was electric, every punch and counterattack setting the stage for War Games. In those final moments before Survivor Series, the question on everyone's mind was whether Cody Rhodes could overcome the odds and lead his team to victory. The attack on his bus had changed everything, but it had also brought his teammates closer, sharpening their resolve. The Vision believed they had already won, but the look in Cody's eyes said otherwise. When the night of Survivor Series finally arrived, the atmosphere was electric. The arena was packed, fans holding up signs and chanting for their favorites. Both teams made their entrances, the energy in the building nearly overwhelming. The Vision entered first, looking confident, taunting the crowd. Then the babyface team came out, the cheers reaching a fever pitch as Cody Rhodes emerged, bruised but determined, leading his team into battle. The match itself was brutal, every member of both teams giving everything they had. Cody's injury was a constant target, with the Vision focusing their attacks on his wounded head. Still, he fought back with everything he had, refusing to let his team down.